Hi, my loves. Welcome. This is going to be a reading for the sign of Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Keep in mind that it will not resonate with everyone. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Don't force it so that you don't become confused. If you are interested in a personal reading, you could book your reading through my Etsy shop, or you could send me a text, 971-354-9504. All right, my beautiful Virgos. Good start. Okay, so during my meditation, I was picking up on a very anxious energy. It almost feels like someone, I mean, it's Mercury retrograde. Remember that retrogrades don't necessarily, like Mercury retrograde doesn't necessarily mean that this person's trying to get back with you or trying to connect with you in that way. Mercury is about communication. And you're ruled by Mercury. And so it just, you might even have the urge to reach out to a few people, but it does feel like there is someone that is thinking hardcore about reaching out to you. And the thing is that they don't feel like you're going to respond. They're nervous, or they don't want to, because they flat out feel like there's no point. There's no point. Like, it just, for what? Either you're disappointed in them to the point where they feel like you're not even going to respond. And it feels like they're discouraged, but they can't stop thinking about it. Like, they can't stop wanting to reach out. They want to explain something, but it does feel like they just don't think that you'll accept it. I also got the song I think it's Drinking and Driving. Drinking While Driving. I don't know. It's by Jenny Aiko. I don't have my other phone. But the song pretty much goes like, anything to feel alive. So be careful, because some of you might be trying like a little bit. Be careful. Protect your energy as much as you can right now. Like, don't be sharing it with too many people. You're gonna have the urge to go out and meet a lot of new people and connect with a lot of new people. And it's not bad. It's not a bad thing. Just remember to stay like steady, because it feels like if you become too emotionally involved in the next few months, they're going to start to die out, and you're going to take it very, very personal. But those relationships weren't meant to last. And it feels like the connections that are coming in are short-lived. So just try your hardest not to hold on too tight, okay? Keep your energy safe. We always know in the beginning when someone's going to last and when someone isn't going to last. And most of the time we just lie to ourselves, and then we pull someone back in. It feels like it is a connection with someone that it goes back and forth often. This person, it feels like they can't make up their mind on what they want with you. And all right, let me just keep going. The cards aren't falling. So I don't have like a whole lot to go off of. I have the Seven of Wands, the Tower, the King of Swords. Could be connecting with the Scorpio, a Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius. You're also very focused on your money. Stay like this. Stay like that. Stay focused on your money. Stay focused on yourself. If somebody believes that you're not going to accept them, let them deal with their stuff. All right, that's all of them problem. I feel like, Virgo, you're going to have this desire to want to heal a lot of people right now. It's not your job. And I think you're learning that. It's hard, but you're learning that. And you're also learning the reason why you wanted to do it in the first place is because it's just easier to, if you're healed, you're going to you might treat me differently, or we all might treat each other a little bit differently. Like, I see your point in wanting to help people, but people that don't see a problem with their actions, they're not going to change. It's impossible. It's not a thing. It really isn't a thing in order for us to change. It's kind of like trying to do something in the dark, or trying to solve a puzzle where you have to, like a lock with the numbers. Yeah, it's trying to unlock one when you can't see anything. That's exactly what that feels like trying to heal somebody that isn't ready for that healing. Yeah, and I feel like you could tell that maybe you notice that you are their biggest distraction, because it feels like you're trying to pull yourself back from stalling somebody's growth. But this person maybe doesn't see it that way. They just see it as you rejecting them. They see it as you not wanting to they just feel like you're rejecting them. But I don't think you're rejecting them, Virgo. I think you're doing it for them, because you recognize that this person still needs healing. That you, as much as you want to give to them, can't and want to help them with, you can't force them into it. And you're just kind of throwing your hands up saying fuck it. All right, let me see what's going to happen when this person reaches out. I'm curious. I'm nosy as fuck. What's going to happen on this? Okay, this could be the connection that I'm talking about that's going to be short-lived. Like if you accept it or take it back. I'm sorry to say, it just doesn't feel like it's going to be long-term. It's going to feel like this person's going to come in. You guys are going to do your thing again. It's going to last a couple, maybe like 3 months, where you guys are talking and you guys are like playing the little game, who's going to win first, and then one of you gets out again. I think you both have gone back and forth on who leaves. At least that's what it feels like. So this time coming back, the energy is different. I'm not going to say that you're going to act out, but this person, they're a little bit back and forth. It's like the moment that they do get you, it switches on them. And I think your mind is on bigger things. You're more focused on, like I said earlier, money. And this person is in the complete opposite energy as you. Holy shit. They are struggling. Oh, Lord. Oh, wow. Like, wow. Okay, this person's, all of their cards are in reverse. All of them. This person struggles a lot with, like, holding on. I think right now, it's just this full moon is really messing with this person. Because I think normally they're in a higher, like, when you guys attract each other, this person is in a lighter and better energy. When you respond well to them, it's because they're in that energy. This person goes on a roller coaster and goes up and down and up and down. And their energy, you remember that depending on where their energy is, that's how you guys attract. So if you're up here, this person's down here, it's impossible for the two of you to be on the same page and come together. You know what I mean? If they're all the way down here with their energy. And this person does a lot of this. Like, they're doing good and then do bad. Then they do good and then they do bad. It's not that they do bad. It's just this person hasn't learned how to stabilize their energy because they go back and forth way too much. They're also a little bit addicted to anxiety. They overthink everything. They love to stay in, like, the past situations, or they love to move to the future. If they're not in the past, they're in the future, but they're rarely in the present. This person struggles a lot to stay in the present moment. And when they do stay in the present moment, it's mostly, I'm going to say, like, work related. But when it comes to love and things like that, this person is very scattered. All right. Damn. Tell me about the Seven of Wands. Tell me about the Seven of Wands. I keep hearing that song. I think I'm going to play it because it's been playing. It keeps playing. Okay, so this is the part I kept hearing, okay? The part that's going to come on. Okay, some of you might have blocked this person or maybe given them a reason to feel like they were blocked, because I feel like you're protecting your happiness at all costs. This person is, I feel like your person, Virgo, is the one that's resonating with that side a little bit more. They're struggling. They're struggling a lot. Could be an earth sign. I feel like earth signs are going through it. Yeah. Okay, so I mean, they could also be an earth sign. Like, we could be going through it. Maybe they have more earth in your chart than you. Maybe you have more, like, fire or water or air, or whoever I'm reading for. It feels like Seven of Wands, happiness, and you're running and avoiding anything that's going to interrupt your happiness. You're not into that anymore. As much as you care about them, as much as you love them, this person struggles so much mentally. Like a lot. Like, well, I don't want to say that. Like, they're just very jealous. They're really all over the place. They're always trying to be manipulative. This person always tries to come up with like plans on how to win you over. They study you. Like, if they study, I get studying someone so that you can learn them, so that you to love them, but I don't get studying somebody so that you can manipulate them into loving you, so that they can believe that you see things the same way that they see things. That's not fair. You know what I mean? Especially if you study this person, like it's like a spy. I don't know why I got that. Like a spy, like you know all the information, but it's only you knowing going in there. Like you're a spy, yeah. The Death card in reverse. This person doesn't do well with change. And Virgo, right now, you're all about the change. You're all about the moving forward. You're all about the escaping the ordinary. You're trying to live your life as if every day, not necessarily like as if every day was a vacation, but you're trying to bring more happiness in. You're trying to escape maybe you're doing, be careful, okay? Because you could be doing your own little running and avoiding of certain things, because your person is running and avoiding the shit that they have to heal and that they have to fix, and you're kind of running and avoiding the things that could potentially like hurt you, which I get it. I 1000% get, but when it comes to emotional pain, it's always a risk when it's still open and exposed, when the wound is still there. You know what I mean? Like if somebody hits you or somebody attacks you and you have a big ass open wound on the right arm, and they're going to attack like that part, or if somebody's against you, or if they're going to try and open that part, they're going to go after your weaknesses pretty much, especially if they want to get you down. And it feels like if you go in there healed and all patched up and nothing can break open, because remember that scars are tougher than your regular skin, right? So the wound can't be reopened if you go back out and somebody tries to trigger your feelings. Of course, feelings and feelings and emotions just kind of flow through us. The problem is that we try to grab onto them, and the way that we grab onto them is by saying, oh no, I don't want to feel this, I don't want to feel this. It's kind of like making somebody stop through a line. Like, just because we don't want to get their car to go through, it's too much work. But it holds up all the other emotions, and then eventually they clump up together. You got a bunch of fucking traffic. Tell me about this tower. What is this tower for my Virgos? Virgo. See, emotions are coming and going. Some of you go back and forth between wanting to get back with this person and not wanting to get back with them. They have some things to change. I think that was their problem. When they first met you, they had gone through a very intense transition, and I feel like they wanted to become comfortable with you. Like something had just ended when you two got together or something like that, because it feels like this person runs away to something that makes them feel comfortable anytime there's change, which most of us do it. But remember that that's a form of dependency. Like when we feel like we crave it, we need it, then we rely on that. Then that has a hold on us and it has power over us. Anything that has power over you has power to influence your future. You're just everything else. That's why it's better to keep it to yourself, because then we give it away or we send it out to the universe. It's like using... That's so funny. You know how now we have anytime minutes, like all the time, right? But you know how in the past it was only after 7? The way that it feels, it's like wasting all your minutes on someone you don't like, on spam, or like, I don't know. It's like talking to a robot. Like wasting all your text messages. Oh, I miss those times, the simple moments. All right, tell me about the King of Swords. Toxic behavior. You see what I mean? It's just not right. The King of Swords with the Queen of Swords, you two are... But she's in reverse. I think it's like, let me get away. This is just too toxic. I can't do this anymore. Somebody just doesn't feel like it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel healthy. Like the behavior of this Queen of, see, this Queen of Swords goes out too much or does too much or like drinks too much. There's something that this Queen of Swords overindulges in. And it feels like this masculine just doesn't, they don't feel like they should connect. Remember, this is not gender specific. You could be coming through as the feminine in this reading, or you could be coming through as the masculine in this reading. If you're ready to move forward and you're ready to like not stay in place, then most likely you're moving in a masculine energy. Whenever you're moving and creating change, you're doing that. You're the one that's directing. When you're in a feminine energy, you're just sitting and receiving, okay, and creating. So you're in your mind. When you're in a feminine energy, you're in your mind. You're creating. You're thinking. It's like it's kind of like the birth. I mean, not the birth. The 9 months. I don't know why it's not. Words are not coming to me today. Mercury retrograde is already attacking me. I have a lot of Mercury in my chart. I'm highly ruled by Mercury. Anyway, tell me about 10 of Pentacles. Like a little too much. Like the universe should have been like, hey, maybe that's a little much. Anyway, 10 of Pentacles. I feel like right now you're praying. This is hard. This is hard on you too. I think you miss this person with everything, but you recognize like, no, I can't help you. You need healing or you need something, and I'm not responsible for it. And then you're noticing like when you're around me, you distract yourself and you don't do it. I can't be around you when you're not focused. Like I need you to be in the best energy so that I can be, oh, I don't know if that's the right way of looking at it though. So that I can be in the best energy. You should always be in the best energy regardless of another person's energy. And you see, that's the power that I'm talking about. If somebody else has the power to switch your energy based off what they're doing, their on and off switch, then you're not as centered as you think. And the real trigger here is that this person is showing you how unbalanced you can be. Like, not that you're not balancing it out now, especially by drawing these boundaries and keeping this person at a distance. You're learning how to. But if this person comes in and triggers you again, then, you know, then it's not their fault that it's unsteady. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a pilot. A pilot can't freak out like last minute just because there was something, you know, like they can't freak out. They can't have like moments where they get scared. I have a friend that's a pilot, and he was telling me that there was one time there was turbulence that was so bad that he jumped out of, there's like, they have to wear like harnesses and they're really strapped down to their seat. And I'm so jealous of pilots, by the way. I want to be a pilot so bad. I'm going to do it. I'm just going to go get my pilot license at some point in my life. I'm doing it. I'm going to either that or I'm going to do skydiving. Like, but I need to fly. Like, I need to fly. Anyway, but he was telling me that there was at some point turbulence was so bad that he jumped out of his seat and cracked his head on the window. Like, that's how far up. Like, he was showing me that it's kind of like almost 5 feet in there, 6 feet in there. So he jumped up pretty high. And like, you're not allowed to just drop the airplane, you know what I mean? Or get scared or kind of like swerve. Like, you have to stay centered. You have to stay focused. You have to stay. Otherwise, yeah, and they do a lot of that. They do a lot of like tests and things like that to make sure that you don't budge. You can't have that kind of like mindset. Anyway, it feels like that's kind of what's happening. That's what I saw. This feminine or this masculine found out that this feminine was talking to other people, or like, if you guys came back together, this masculine is so intuitive that he picked up on, now you're connecting with other people. Like, you've been touched by someone else, or you've been something. And this masculine doesn't want to connect, or after that, like, he's just not interested. That might be a thing that they're dealing with, so that might also go away, because it might just be an insecurity of their own. If you guys were not together, it's none of their business. You know what I mean? Like, who else touched you? If you guys were supposedly over, then this person can't fault you for what you thought you were doing, for what you were doing. But it does feel like this masculine has a thing for that. So if they found out that you were dating someone else while you guys were on a break, or if they find out that you were like trying to meet other people or trying to date other people, this person's going to take it very personal. And they're not going to start a new beginning. Like this masculine is very, yeah. But at the same time, they're kind of, I don't know. That makes them numb. It makes them like want to stay angry with you. It makes it easier to stay away from you like that if they feel like, but it does also feel like this person is going to struggle. This masculine is going to struggle a lot to find someone that's like you or that matches them as well as you do. I can tell that right now they're kind of chasing other people or they're trying to go after other people. You see, that's what I'm talking about, the hypocrisy. Because this masculine still wants to be with the feminine, but at the same time doesn't want to be with the feminine because the feminine has already connected with someone else and maybe is doing a little too much. But this masculine is now chasing other people, like trying to find someone else to cure the pain or to stop the pain. But still, you know what I mean? Like that's, how are you complaining? What? So if you, because I can tell that this masculine still thinks a lot about the feminine and wonders if they're going to get back together. But I don't know. Tell me about this Ace of Wands in reverse. Damn, Virgo, your reading always gets wrong. The Hangman in reverse with the Six of Wands. The victory here might be that you guys just don't choose each other. I'm sorry. That just might be it. Like, maybe you're not meant to, like, accept, well, yeah, you are meant to accept their apology, but maybe you're not meant to let them back in. Maybe you guys are just really not meant for each other. I know that it hurts, and it really sucks, because the two of you felt a very strong connection, but it feels like there's a lot of games that are being played, and you're not going to get anywhere like that. And it's really unfair to the both of you. Because I think that it keeps this Queen of Swords stuck, feeling like, no, I need to be with this King of Swords. I need to be with this King of Swords. But this Queen of Swords in reverse has a lot of healing to do. Like, I think they either have been in a very long-term relationship, or they've been married, or they've been something where they need to heal from that. And they haven't taken the time to do so. And it feels like the masculine... Who got that? Somebody else felt like a rebound. I think it was Cancer. The masculine almost feels like a rebound, like you're just using me or you're just this. All right, my loves, I'm going to go. I hope that helped. At least, like, kind of give you an idea what your person is feeling so that you know what to do next. I love you guys so much. Praise to the Most High for allowing me to be your messenger. We'll talk soon. Bye. And it is so nice from here.